My name's Gatto, and I have been at Make-A-Wish working here for 4.5 years, and for 10 years prior to that I was a volunteer with Make-A-Wish. My undergraduate degree I got from Loyola University in New Orleans, and it was in elementary education, and I taught 3rd grade for a while, and then I moved into the healthcare field and ended up getting a master's from St. Joe's in healthcare administration. So I have a master's in healthcare as well. My family owned a nursing home, and so we always worked there, and that was just part of our makeup. And although all of my family is involved in geriatrics, I really like children, which is why I went into education, and subsequently I've worked with kids in all areas in the healthcare field. I've worked in healthcare a long time, and in particular in different programs around children with special healthcare needs, so it was a great transition to come into the program and actually be granting the wishes instead of just doing the interviews of the wish families. I worked for the American Academy of Pediatrics in Pennsylvania, and I was director of a program for children with special healthcare needs. And essentially what I did is I worked with pediatric practices across the state of Pennsylvania. We can't always change what the family's going through, but to be a part of seeing something positive for them, it's extremely rewarding, and it's very centering. And so I had a very good friend at the time who had a very, very serious cancer, and it's a very helpless feeling, and so I couldn't do anything directly for her, so I thought, well, let me volunteer. I'd always volunteered in different areas, but the job I had at the time, I traveled a lot, and so I needed to do something in the volunteer forum that allowed me flexibility with my time, and this did. And it was just great to be able to go out and, again, not being able to change what the family's going through, but create positive memories and an experience that didn't involve doctors, hospitals, visits, needles, medicine that made you feel sick. It's a really fun experience. I researched it. I found we had a local chapter. It was right in the area in which I lived, and so I met with them, and the rest is history. I never envisioned I'd be working here, but it was a good transition. My official title is Vice President of Mission Delivery, which is a super fancy way of saying I oversee our team in the wish granting process. Every wish that we create comes through me. So from the referral process, making sure that the child meets the eligibility requirements, I do outreach to the medical community, social workers. We have 4 children's hospitals in our region, so I do outreach with the medical teams and all the different disciplines. And I just kind of stay out of my team's way because they are excellent and they know what they're doing, and they're the ones that actually plan each and every wish. We try and have the mindset to create something that's unique to the child, that, you know, the child would bring joy to the child. And in the back of our minds, we're like, we want to create something that they could not do on their own without our help. Last year we did 331 wishes in our 11 county area. As of September 1st, our territory expanded into lower Delaware, so we have the whole state of Delaware, and we have a goal of granting 350 wishes. So it's a lot between 4 full-time wish managers. They have a very heavy workload, but half of those wishes are to Disney, and people say, oh, it's just a Disney wish. It is so special and unique, and families know it's going to be a nice wish, but they don't appreciate till they get there and see all the additional accommodations that are made for them as a wish family. You can't underestimate the power of a wish. That's what we say a lot. We have some amazing, amazing stories of wish kids who have been on their wish, whether it's Disney or somewhere else, and something so special has happened to them that it's been life-changing in a positive way. Whether it's, we had a 9-year-old who didn't have any friends, and she made her first friend there, and they've kept in touch, and it provided her with such a sense of accomplishment and positive feeling that she then started making friends at school. And when she went into middle school, 6th grade, it's a tough age for anyone. she ran for student council and got elected. We had another kiddo with a cardiac condition that was nonverbal. He was, I think, 3.5 at the time he went to Disney. He said his first words when he was on his wish, when he saw Mickey Mouse. And it was just like, yep, this is the magic we create. So I have the best job ever.